In this video, you'll learn about the standard Stunning Blitz deck, which cards and skills it includes, how to mulligan effectively. Gameplay demonstration and move analysis will help you better understand its mechanics.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Laws of Glitches stream. I'm going to be checking out some starter decks. Let's dive in and check out the Stunning Blitz deck here. All right, so we have Zap, which staggers a glitch. This is going to be the most important key skill. You probably shouldn't even bother using the other skills unless you really have good opportunity to do so. Zap is the one you want to be saving your skill points for. Staggering something is the entire thing that makes this deck go burr. We've got the Legion Disciple, which when an enemy gets staggered, you get +1/+1. Legion Novice is just an elusive 1/1. We have the Viper Virus. When this is initialized, you stagger an enemy. Huge card in this deck. You get a body on board, and you also get to take out an enemy for a turn. Disruptor Droid, you sacrifice it, stagger a glitch. Backdoor Schemer, whenever an enemy is staggered, give this encrypted until end of turn, which makes it elusive, and then you can smack your opponent in the face for 3. Raging Hacktivist, whenever a glitch is staggered, give this +1 power until the end of turn, so another elusive card here. The System Crasher, when this is initialized, transform all staggered glitches into Shroomies, which are just 1/1 tokens. Sharpshooter is probably the rock star in this deck. Whenever an enemy is staggered, this strikes that enemy. This does not take damage when it strikes. I'd probably say it deals its damage to an opposing creature because it does not attack it. It doesn't fight it. It literally just, it's a bite, not a fight, as you would say in Magic. We have Speedrunner here. Only 1 copy, but it is a 4-mana 3/5. At the start of every turn, stagger the strongest glitch on the battlefield. This can often be the strongest glitch on the battlefield itself, so sometimes can stagger itself. Master Hacker, whenever this attacks, stagger the strongest enemy. And then we have some spells here. Thunderous Tribute, stagger an ally and an enemy. Give an ally +2 power and corrupt it, which means it dies at the end of turn, but you can pump something, especially something elusive, get some extra damage in. Blindsided, deal 3 damage to a staggered enemy. Zap, staggers a glitch. This is going to be a really key card in this deck as well. Plug and play, so you can play it whenever you want, as opposed to things that are installation required, which you can only play pre-combat. And then Warbringer's Visage is the finisher in this deck. Give all allies +4 power and corrupt them. Let's take it for a spin here. All right, so we got the System Crasher, which could be interesting. I think the Sharpshooter is infinitely more interesting in this deck. Definitely don't want Warbringer's Visage in my opening hand ever. It is the finisher in this deck. We don't have any 1-drops, so I think I'm going to pitch the Crasher. Otherwise, I'd keep it. Pitch the Hacktivist as well. This is just such an unbelievably good combo that I'm going to keep both of these and hope we find something better. I might keep the Hacktivist just to have a 2-drop. I don't like the Activist, but I'd rather have it than nothing. Alright, so we did pick up a bunch of 1-drops, so we're good to go. Viper is an unbelievably good 2-drop. This card's so good, you could probably put it in any deck, to be honest. Alright, let's see here. We got our beautiful Legion Disciple for turn 1. Always want to get these guys out early, as our goal is going to be to stagger as many things as possible and spiral this upwards into a 10/10. Probably more reasonably like a 5/5, but what is this? This has +1 power for each ally with Protector. Has Predictive Strike as well, so we cannot block. But what we can do here is just pass. And then if our opponent taps out, aka if they've spent all their mana and have not enough skill points to do anything to me, that is what we don't want to see. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. So we could, in response, stagger something, which would then save this thing's life, and I'm going to do that. So because this gets staggered, we will now grow this to a 2/2. It will do 1. He gets to heal for 2, but that's okay. What I was going to say, though, earlier is if he had tapped out, I would have played Forgotten Memory, dropped the Sharpshooter. He wouldn't have been able to do anything about it because he'd have no mana. And then it would become my turn, where I'd already have a Sharpshooter on the board, and then I'd be able to drop like a Viper virus to stagger something. I've got the tribute now. We had zap in hand. So yeah, we'd be able to stagger in multiple ways, and having the sharpshooter on board already would be insane. So we're going to go ahead and just pass again. And keeping in mind that next turn, I'm going to be able to zap to stagger anything I want, which is going to be nuts. I don't want this to hit me. He didn't tap out. So in other words, if I played the sharpshooter at this point, he might be able to just kill it in response, which I don't want to happen. So what I'm going to do instead here is probably... This will stagger itself every turn. So I'm not going to use the Forgotten Memory to get this out, because that's crazy. Yeah. Alright, we'll just get a bunch of elusive threats out here. Ready up. So blocks. Even ally +2 and corrupt. Alright, so we want to be able to stagger stuff. I do want that sharpshooter out. Alright, let's go for it. He does have 2 mana open, but we'll see if he has any way to deal with this before we go ahead and stagger. This can't attack. This can't attack, so these just block. They're both good at blocking this. So I'm just going to stagger this, even though it's going to grow. And then I'm going to stagger this, because whatever we stagger, this is going to attack. Pretty sweet. This card is insane. We could also make it attack the 3/1 if we wanted to here. I'm going to, because it's just too convenient to take out another card while he seemingly does not have any answers. Makes me regret staggering my own thing that was growing, because we could have staggered the 1/1 instead. Because it could have swung into the 2/4, but that's okay. Gain 4 life. Okay, so we can't really even attack. We have no attack here. Okay. Okay, we've basically shut down our opponent's entire game plan. Another ally receives damage. This gets +1 power. Yet another defender here. There is a card that removes defender from, or protector, I should say. And then they can all attack all of a sudden out of nowhere. Alright, we have 5 mana. We can go 6. We can go Viper Virus and Speedrunner. Speedrunner is just going to stagger itself every turn, which is not really ideal. Obviously. But man, everything has 4 health, so the sharpshooter doesn't quite kill anything here. Could pump it. Doesn't really do much. Alright, let's just go ready to combat here. Swing with the 4/3. Take out one of his elusive defenders, and then once we start staggering this elusive defender, we can start swinging with all of our elusive things, and he can't block. Corrupt a glitch. He kills the 4/1. I will play the Speedrunner, even though it just staggers itself. Just, we're not going to waste mana. Okay, so now if I play the System Crasher, it ironically turns my own 3/5 into a Shroomy. Not helpful. But what we can do is stagger his 2/4. Sharpshooter will attack it. And now he can't block either of these. Continues to stagger itself. If he ever plays a big threat, though, Give +4 health. Okay. This has predictive strike, so we have no good blocks here. Basically, his first strike, any of our things would die before they even did damage to his. Alright, we have no way to stagger anything until next turn. Again, we'll have Zap. I don't think the Legion Novice is good at all. I mean, it's got elusive, so maybe you can throw some sacrificial glares on it or what have you. Some hidden blades. Just awkward. We could pump the sharpshooter and have it kill the 2/5. I was thinking I had one more skill point. Oh boy, I don't actually want to do this at all. Oh boy. Well, that was not right. Well, he just blocks with the predictive strike guy and then nothing happens there. So that was not good. Yeah. Oops. Alright, now we can stagger something. Meant to do that on his turn. Okay, opponent's still at 20 health. We still have no way to attack him here. And there is a big creature. So the bad news is that this is a big creature. The good news is that means the speedrunner will start staggering it every turn. And we can actually immediately convert it here. I could even stagger it immediately. It's going to be automatically staggered next turn. I don't know if I want to eat 6 damage is the only thing. See what he does. I don't want to eat 8 damage. Okay. Finally, we get to stagger the big boy. Alright, we can go System Crasher now. Gets rid of his big boy. And now he's a shroomy. Sharpshooter would be nice if we had any way to stagger anything, which we don't. Corrupts my 3/1. That is not a good card to corrupt. I don't care. He corrupts it. He keeps pumping this thing, and we can't swing. Guess I should have, like, turned it into a shroomy or something. Alright, this is going to die anyway, so there's literally no reason to not block here. Alright, we get the Master Hacker here. We got to kill that, by the way, because this staggered the biggest thing, then this attacked it. When this attacks, stagger the strongest enemy. So this is huge. We now get to swing with everything. Probably just lethal. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Close. Plus that, what's 16? 17? We will wait one more turn and then we will go crazy. We now have the Master Hacker to help us out, although our Speedrunner just seems to be a very bad card, huh? is staggering my own things almost 100% of the time here. Ooh, give a glitch antivirus is really annoying. So antivirus means that it cannot be targeted by me. I can't use any spells on it now or anything. Annoying. Okay, we're just going to swing with everything here, and then he blocks something like this. We will go ahead and corrupt our thing to kill his thing. We can't target his thing, but we can target our thing that is attacking his thing. And so now his thing will die. We're doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or we'll go ahead and pump. Do a little extra damage. Got him. Good stuff. All right, we unlocked some data cores to get some free packs.
Ready to begin your journey across the Deep Sky network? Download the game on Steam or the Epic Store and join our Discord community where regular tournaments and various events await you. Links are in the description.